being consistent is very important when it comes to success. It's kind of like when you take a classroom of kids and you're teaching them the ABCs or whatever lesson, whatever topic, whatever subject. You repeat it over and over and you put it into song form and you spend more than one school day on it. You give homework assignments. You do it over and over so that it gets into the kid's head A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. You do it consistently so that they get it. And that has to do with anything as a child and also anything as an adult too. It's just part of the human experience. You have to be consistent with what it is that you're doing. And consistency doesn't necessarily mean 100% on point every single day and you're never going to mess up, you're never going to fail, you're never going to redirect the course. You can always put an audible into that plan. You can always expand your mind. You can always change things. You can always grow. You can always be in pursuit of something and not be 100% on it every day like you should be. Maybe you screw up a couple days. Maybe you slip up and maybe you don't tackle it and you get a little bit inconsistent. But staying the course of overall consistency is important to being successful. So when you're trying to do something like, say, start a business, you need to really be the self-promoter that drives your own business. Everyone's going to say, like, when you're passionate about something, oh, like, you're such a self-promoter, or you're talking about yourself. Well, it's like, yeah, you're not going to do it for me. You're not going to promote me, so why wouldn't I promote myself? You got to understand these tactics that people use when you're just passionate about something and when you're on the forward path to something. You need to be consistent. You need to be the driving force in what it is that you're doing. If you got a clothing brand, you need to push that brand. You need to believe in the brand and you need to wear it as if it's Nike, as if it's Under Armour, as if it's any clothing brand. You need to already be there mentally before the finances come, before the followers, the subscribers, the money. It's because it's not about that. It's about a movement. It's about the energy. It's about what you're providing for people. So it's more than just, oh, I want to just like have an easy life doing nothing and I don't know how to like go obtain things. You got to be consistent with things. You got to understand when you're starting something for the first time, starting at zero, starting from the bottom. You have to really drive in the force of what it is that you're doing. You have to really focus on it so that people get the message over time. It's like if your name is John Smith, so people just know you as John Smith. And so when you're trying to do something in the world, it's like telling them, no, call me Greg now. But people get confused because they think they know you as John Smith and they don't get what you're doing. They think you're like switching identities or being someone you're not, or they don't believe in it. They don't see the proof. What they think is proof. What they think is credibility. What they think is your level. So it's like the name thing. If your name is John Smith and you go to start a business that you didn't have yesterday, people are like, wait, your name's not Greg. So you gotta be consistent with it. You gotta say, this is my product, this is my service, this is what I'm trying to do, and you gotta be the self-promoter for yourself every single day. And even if you get inconsistent with it, get back on course and then redirect yourself and stay consistent over time. So say you have this plan to start this business and you expect in your mind that it's gonna take 5 years to do it, and life comes up and certain things happen and you get a little bit inconsistent along the way. Maybe it takes 10 or 15 years instead of 5, but the overall point is to stay consistent. It's all right to make mistakes. It's all right to be inconsistent once in a while. It's all right to change the course or expand your mind or change what you want to do, evolve into a better version of yourself. But the overall plan is to stay consistent. It's like the expression, like you shoot for the top, and even if you don't make the top, you'll still fall below to something that you're going to be okay with. You don't set your goals so low so your ceiling is low. You set it high. You set it higher than what people expect of you, what people deem you to be. You set it so high that people are just think you're crazy. Set it so high so that even when it falls below that, it's still somewhere that you want to be, and stay consistent with it. So if you have this idea that you think is going to happen in a year, if 2 years goes by and the idea hasn't manifested, don't let people be on that, oh, I told you so. Like, don't let people do that to you. It doesn't matter if it was in your mind as 1 year. It could happen in 10 years because life happens and certain things happen. Like, you might have a certain idea on like how to do something or a business or a plan, and you just need to save a little bit of money. And so you're saving the money, and then maybe you're just driving one day and someone hits your car, and now you have to pay for car repair, and so that dips into your savings and it affects your timeline. So I mean, life happens, like finances, the economy, a job laying you off, family, friends, the government, media, just world events. Like, there's a lot going on when it comes to your individual path. So stay consistent the best way you can. If you get off track, don't worry about it. Stay consistent overall. It's the bigger picture, the overall point. You just really need to drive it in. It's like the ABC song, teaching it to a little kid. You put it in song form, you sing it over and over, you teach it in school day after day, you give homework assignments, and then in a few months, the kid starts to know the alphabet. And that's just how it works. Times tables, reading, writing, just promoting your business, working out and understanding that it's like a day-by-day thing. You're not just going to be a bodybuilder in like a week. Diet, consistent diet to get to a healthy place, like changing your habits. If you've been eating like shit for a certain amount of time, it's going to take a while to like readjust your patterns. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent with what you're doing, and don't let people fool you too. Is if you've been working one job your whole life or for a certain amount of time, or you've been in one place, one area, you try to change the course to do something new, don't let people fool you in telling you that you're being inconsistent or that you're all over the place. Just a new idea. Maybe you're at a different age in your life and you have a new perspective. So don't let people throw you off track with stuff like that. Like the "I told you so," or "Where's the paycheck?" or "If this was good, it would have followers," or just like these really childish evaluations. Don't let people get into your head with that stuff. You need to stay consistent on what it is that you're doing. No, it's not consistency 24/7, never making mistakes, never dealing with life events, never changing the course. It's just consistency in terms of the bigger picture, where you're trying to go. So when you shoot for the top, if you fall below that, maybe you're still in the middle and you're okay with that, and you achieve something and you're proud of yourself. But if you just aim for the bottom because you don't want to look stupid, like, oh, I'm just going to have the lowest goal possible because then I won't look like I failed, you're going to fail anyways, because if your ceiling is the bottom, then that's as high as you can go. So make your ceiling the top, so even if it doesn't get to the top in the time that you want or the manner that you want, maybe you're still in the middle. So just understand the overall consistency with that. It's really driving in certain points that you want to make, the life you want to live, how you want to conduct yourself in the world, making a name for yourself. You got to be like, this is my name, and this is my name for myself, and this is what I'm doing. And it's like the thing with I said about like someone named John Smith. You go to do something else, people know you for years as John Smith, and you just gonna start a business or work a different job or get your health together or do something that the other person is not doing with their own life, and they go, I thought you were John Smith. You're telling me you're Greg now? Like, people just have these weird psychological patterns that they do, sometimes knowingly and sometimes unknowingly, to kind of keep you in the same spot. So don't get fooled with any of that. Stay consistent. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fall. Just get back up and keep trying. You got to really do things over and over again before you can get the exponential growth to success.